my name is Rachel, and today we are playing Tender Loving Care. Watch out what you wish for. I bought this on a whim. I saw on Good Old Games, GOG.com, that they were having a sale, and that Deadly Premonition was on sale. And when I was going to buy that, I saw this just popped up, and I saw it was like $1.49, and it looked really weird. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks bizarre. And I just bought it. And I'm going to record myself playing it. And I have absolutely no idea what any of this is about. I think it was from 1998. That's all I know about this. So let's just see what this is. I am diving in head first. Actually, no. Let's get some help. Let's see what, the game... iPhone and iPod users, please visit Trilobite. Okay. Alright, you are about to experience a fantasy quite unlike anything you've ever seen or felt before. Wow. A fantasy built from the very stuff of your own mind. Tender Loving Care. It's not just a finely crafted suspense story. It's an exploration into your innermost perceptions, opinions, and attitudes. The unfolding story is shaped and changed by your responses to it, so that no two people will experience it in exactly the same way. The variations in the way the story unfolds are seamless and transparent to the viewer. Featuring the acclaimed British actor and two-time Oscar nominee John Hurt. Oh! Midnight Express, Elephant Man, Contact Me as Dr. Turner, TLC. Ooh, TLC. I love them. No Scrubs. It's a good song. It's a feature-length film combined with computer game-like navigation and interactivity. The player is voyeur, detective, judge, and patient all in one. Between each variable scene, Dr. Turner enlists the viewer's help in addressing the behavior of each of the film's characters. Turner's beautiful, deluded patient, her dangerous husband, and the mysterious, seductive psychiatric nurse enlisted to provide what may or may not be tender, loving care. The viewer's answers to Dr. Turner's questions shape the course of the action and the final outcome of the story. The viewer, too, becomes one of Dr. Turner's patients, taking a series of thematic apperception tests, TATs, the results of which create a progressively accumulating personal psychological profile and a complete psychological analysis by the end of the movie. Created by the makers of The 11th Hour and The Seventh Guest. I've heard of both of those games, actually. No, The 11th Hour I have. TLC is an outrageously innovative, interactive experience created specifically for DVD and touch tablet platforms. Well, fuck me, because I'm playing it on my laptop, which is like 6 years old. Okay, this game... Whoever wrote this is extremely, this is very ambitious. Oh shit, alright, how it works. Okay, I can't read all this shit. From the moment you enter the world of Michael and Allison Overton, your interactions you'll see a segment of the story, gather information about the disturbing secrets. Okay. Chat with them. An exit poll. Then we'll have exploration. You're free to wander the Overton home and grounds. Ooh, nothing is out of bounds to you during your explorations. Ooh, feel free to read any books or diaries. Ooh, my favorite. Okay. Your answers to the TATs offered by Dr. Turner at the end of each story cycle determine how your personal version of the TLC story will unfold. Okay. At the end of each cycle, you'll have an opportunity to glimpse Dr. Turner's clinical notes in which he records his thoughts and observations about you, though you may feel uncomfortable, shocked, or a bit disturbed by his perceptions. We urge you to keep your mind open wide and your imagination open even wider. Okay? Spiral. seems to be pretty straightforward. Alright, we already went over that. Ooh, some high def graphics with the map. Reality check. Everybody needs a good reality check now and then. Especially after having guessed at the Overtons for a while. Okay? Tap the butterfly at the bottom of the screen when it's time to get to your emotional and intellectual bearings. That would be really good if something like that existed in real life. I think so. Ooh, I like how sassy they are with this. Resume. Tap this button to return to TLC. You'll be right where you were when you left, and things will be no less crazy. We promise. Damn. Whoever wrote their help manual was really doing their best. Doing their best. Great job for you. Okay, so let's begin. That's all we can really do at this point, I guess. Are you ready? Because I think I'm ready. Like, look at this butterfly with the sexy eyes. Like, I've never been more ready for anything in my entire life, I think. Alright, let's go! Ooh! Ah, really good resolution. Just... ah, it's like I'm really there. Hi? Ugh, that's uncomfortable.
Beautiful house, isn't it?
It's a pretty nice house.
I love this part of the valley. But as the saying goes, looks can indeed be deceiving.
Oh my god.
This place is for sale now. Nobody's buying. Not after what happened here.
Oh, fuck!
It's troubling because no one really knows just what did happen. I should know. Oh, I'm Dr. Turner, by the way.
Hi, Dr. Turner. I'm Rachel.
I'm a psychiatrist.
I
was close to all the players in this event. But it's as much a mystery to me as it is to anyone else. Perhaps you can help.
I sure
A
hope I
fresh
can.
eye and an uncluttered view. And maybe, together, we can reassemble the happenings. And get a better understanding of what took place. We can only hope.
Me too. Me too, Dr. Turner. Oh my gosh. Oh, cinematic pan over the landscape. Ah, yes, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm so ready for this. Oh shit, we have opening credits for this video game. Opening credits and an operatic, like, oh my god. Opera, that's a really, like, you're really setting the tone for what's to come, and I really hope it lives up to, what I'm anticipating. Thank you, R.L. Eamon II. Noble Smith, that's a cool name. What am I getting into? I have no clue. Why does it have a I think that whatever happens in this game is gonna, like, change me, like, who I am as a person. Ooh, based on a novel by Andrew Niederman. I've never heard of this novel. David Wheeler. Written and directed by. Who's he? Breakfast in bed. Ooh.
Breakfast time.
I sense it.
Did you get Jody's breakfast?
Oatmeal and raisins, like always.
She loves her oatmeal.
Yeah, she certainly does. I see you're starting a new project. What's it going to be this time?
It's a sweater for Jody.
Thought so. It's her favorite color.
Yes, it is.
Allison, do you remember the nurse we discussed?
The nurse for Jody?
Yeah.
Michael, I told you I can take care of Jody myself.
I know, but Dr. Turner thinks it would be best if we just...
Michael, please.
He thinks it would be best for Jody. And that's what we both want, isn't it? What's best for Jody?
Isn't it?
Allison?
Allison?
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yes.
Good. The nurse is coming today.
Today?
Yes, her name is Mrs. Randolph.
Is she gonna live here with us?
For a while, till things get a little better.
What happened?
Jody's not gonna like her.
I think she'll be very helpful. And then maybe I can get back to work.
And leave us here alone with her?
Let's just give it a chance, okay? Let's see what happens.
What could go wrong?
Allison? Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Ooh, that computer! What is that? What's with these choppy scenes? Yellow cat. I bet that's the nurse. Oh my god. Jeez.
This man says it's a $50 fare from the airport.
Lady, it's 25 miles. $2 a mile.
Mrs. Randolph?
Yes. Am I being overcharged?
I'll take care of it.
Dang.
She's some piece of work.
I wouldn't tip him. He doesn't deserve it.
Thanks for your trouble.
Thanks, man.
How rude. Thanks, man.
Good luck.
What did he do to you, lady?
Michael Overton.
Something wrong, Mr. Overton?
You're not quite what I expected.
What did you expect?
You're very young.
I'm qualified for the job.
Dr. Turner said your qualifications were excellent.
But you disagree?
I just expected someone with more experience.
Wrinkles.
I've been a psychiatric nurse for 6 years, and I'm a licensed psychotherapist.
I'm sorry. You just don't look like a Mrs. Randolph to me. I was expecting an older person, maybe a semi-retired widow or something.
If in your opinion I'm unsuitable, then I'll leave.
No, I don't.
On the other hand, if I don't fit your image of a Mrs. Randolph, then why don't you just call me Catherine and let's get on with it?
Ooh, Catherine.
Okay, Catherine. Let me show you your room.
What does a Mrs. Rudolph look, or Mrs. Randolph look like to him? Like, I'm
It's up the stairs.
curious. I have a feeling Catherine and Allison are not going to get along. It's just a hunch I have.
Turn right at the
That
top.
pearl
It's at the end of the
necklace,
hall.
though. Love that 90s, like, power suit and, like, ooh, like that single layer haircut with the curled, like, under, like, the ends curled under. Yes, that is what I'm talking about.
Hope you like it.
It's powerful.
It'll do.
We had the entire house remodeled
It'll
last
do.
year. It's my parents' place. I inherited it after my father died
Oh my
When
God.
was that?
a couple years ago.
I see. I'm looking forward to meeting your wife,
She thinks you're
I
here to
bet
take
you
care of our
are.
daughter.
Jody.
Yes. Jody. You know the situation?
Of course. I'd like to change first.
Will you wear a nurse's uniform or something?
No, but I brought one. In this case, it's appropriate.
What?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to get started.
We'll be downstairs in the living room
Okay.
if you need us.
Oh my God. Also, that painting on the wall is an Animal Crossing. Oh my God! Yeah.
I wonder why Michael was so taken aback with Catherine's appearance. He said she wasn't what he expected, but he seemed to be saying that if a woman has a Mrs. in front of her name, she should be older.
Well.
Now, what does
think?
that say about Michael? Or does it say anything? Now, there are some other points that I'm not clear about, and I could use some help. I'd appreciate it if you take the time to express your opinion about some of
Ooh,
the
I'm
things
good
we've
at
just
that.
seen.
Oh.
A few simple questions.
Okay.
Was it
What?
inappropriate for Michael to question Catherine's qualifications?
Well, the feminazi SJW in me says we're going to say yes.
How did you feel when Catherine began undressing in front of Michael?
Titillated, amused, offended, intrigued, or uncomfortable. I'm gonna say titillated because that's. I go like, ooh! Titillated.
I can change my mind about an important issue with...
I would say a fair amount of research and forethought because that is true.
I like to watch people doing intimate things.
What is this guy's name? Dr. Overton? No, that's the husband. That's the family. What is this doctor's name? I am shocked and appalled, and I can't believe that he would suggest anything like that. Do I like to watch people do intimate things? Yes.
I don't keep a diary because I'm afraid somebody might read it and find out what kind of person I am.
Anyone who knows me know that I am an open book, and I just put it all out there. Just look at my Twitter. Well, yeah, I mean, no, I don't. I've kept a diary and a journal since I don't remember a time in my life when I didn't have a diary or journal, although I've learned to be more discreet about certain topics. But no, I am not afraid of people knowing who I am because I am what I am.
What emotion do you feel most strongly toward Catherine?
Attraction, mistrust, admiration, compassion, or contempt. I feel a very strong combination of attraction and mistrust toward Catherine. Which one do I choose? I don't trust her, but I also don't trust anybody in this so far. So I guess I'm going to choose attraction because she is the only person I am attracted to so far.
What emotion do you feel most strongly toward Michael?
I don't really like him, but I think contempt is too strong a word to express my feelings toward him, so I'm going to say mistrust.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is good sex to a marriage's success?
Depends what you mean by good sex, and it depends what you mean by success, and I think I have quite a bit of a different view of that, and like, what is the successful marriage? Any type of, I think in a relationship where both of the well, you know, I'm getting kind of weird in, like, gender studies here. Let's just go ahead and say, well, fuck it. Let's just say 7 to 8, because I'm nasty. Oh! Ooh, these graphics, though. 1998. Love it. Love it. Ah! Ooh! I didn't press any buttons. I did not.
Hi, I'm Randy Vixen. Welcome to 1-900 Hot Licks. Get ready for the call of your life. You have chosen fantasy number 17.
Ooh.
Naughty Nurse Nellie.
Naughty nurse.
Hello there. I'm the night nurse.
Hi,
My
night
name
nurse.
is Nurse Nellie Naughton. You can just call me Nellie.
Hi, Nellie.
When I'm not working at the hospital, I'm an erotic dancer. I have legs like a Barbie doll, but my hair is fiery red and curly. I have sensuous lips that long to be kissed, and my full breasts are just aching to get out of this oh so tight uniform. Do you like what you see? Good. I thought you would. Now, it's time for your sponge bath. Why don't you sit up? Oh, that's good. Now I'm going to have to take off your gown. There we go. Oh, look at those shoulders. You must work out. And
I try my best.
oh, that's some scar. I like a man with scars. Now,
Ooh,
just
baby,
lie there
I got
and
some for
relax.
you.
I need to wring out this sponge. Oh, doesn't that sponge feel cool and clean where it touches your skin? Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling it now,
I'm
Mr.
washing
Krabs?
your chest and your stomach and my oh my! What have we here?
My
Looks
huge
like I've got
dick.
more and more to clean every minute. Does that feel good? Oh yes,
Ooh, it does. It
yes,
does.
It feels so
Oh,
good. It feels so good.
It feels
Oh.
so good, Nellie.
Oh my! I'm gonna need
Well,
more soap.
I'm sorry,
Here we
Nellie.
go. Oh, it's so slippery and warm. You're going to be the cleanest patient in the entire wing. You're so hot. I think you've got a little fever. I can feel the
A
heat
fever
coming
you
right
can't
off your
sweat out.
body. Oops! I dropped the sponge.
Oh, no, Nellie.
I guess I'll just have to use my hand. Hold on while I put on a rubber glove. Do you like that?
Oh, I
Of
do.
course you do. Oh, relax. Oh, there you go. Almost done. Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
Yes,
Oh.
I agree.
Clean as a whistle. You're my most favorite patient.
And you're my favorite
I'll see you
nurse.
tomorrow night.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna sit here for a few minutes and let that sink in. Nellie, you dirty nurse. She has legs like a Barbie doll, but she has thick, curly red hair and just like kissable lips and breasts that were aching to get out of that tight nurse uniform. And I have never had quite an erotic experience like that before in my life. Like, I like to think that I've experienced, a fair amount of things at this point of my life, but nothing compares to that. I think that honestly was one of the most sensual experiences I have ever known. I think it's really funny that that's like the first thing that happened to me in this game. Like, this is $1.49 well spent. Oh my god! But, no, seriously though, like, that was extremely entertaining, and I am excited to continue this game. So, I don't know, whose room are we in? Is this, where are we? Right here. We are, okay. What's this do? What is that? No, how do I get back? Resume. This is the master bedroom. Oh no, I don't want to listen to Nellie again. No, Nellie, no! Okay. Oh wait. We'll do a different phone call. Yeah. Alright, so we are in the master bedroom, which means, that is where, Michael and, Allison, that's their bedroom. And, so I don't know what kind of weird telephone they had that it'll go to the last, call you placed, but someone, and I'm assuming it's Michael, but hey, it could also be Allison, who knows? They frequently, or they have in the past, called a phone sex hotline, and they have a naughty nurse fetish. Okay. Ooh, we have. Looks like Allison's diary. I don't want that woman here. What does Michael think he's doing? Never listens to me. He never listened to me. He never. That woman isn't going to touch her because we don't need any help. Hate nurses. They always stick that needle in so hard and fast. Oh. This won't hurt a bit. Liars! After the accident, when I went into the intensive care unit where they were keeping Jody, and a nurse was there wiping the blood off Jody's face, she wasn't cleaning her gently. She was rubbing hard with an awful hospital face cloth and all rough and starched as if Jody couldn't feel it, and I screamed at that nurse. I said that rubbing so hard would hurt Jody's skin, and the nurse, she just looked at me with a stupid expression like I was crazy or something, and I pushed her out of the way. Jody is scared at night because she is having nightmares like me, and in her nightmares, Mommy and Daddy were killed and she's all alone. So I sit on her bed and hold her hand and I tell her that everything is alright, but I can't help feeling this horrible feeling, this terrible feeling that something isn't right, that something is looking outside like a prowler, that scary feeling you get when you think that something is under your bed on the closet, something bad is going to happen. Alright, Allison. Allison is having some struggles. She, does not want the nurse here. She doesn't want Catherine here. Maybe Allison has a little bit of a psychological issue going on right now. And it looks like they were in, she and Jody were in an accident. And I think that's something that Michael alluded to earlier in the first scene. And she does not like nurses. She said they always stick the needle in so hard and fast. And that is, that's a little scary. Like, has Allison been medicated a lot? Who knows? Alright. Can we go to the closet? No. Can't click anything here. Or there. They have a nice ass room. Some nice paintings too. Ooh. The dresser.
Have you caught the Dr. Betty Show yet? She's smart, wise, witty, tough, and fun. She may even be just a little bit psychic. She's a wife and a mother with a PhD degree in family matters and human relationship analysis. Dr. Betty will challenge, confront, delight, and even frighten you. She's the mother you always wanted, the sister you missed out on, and the wife you can't have. For clear, pointed, and useful answers to your problems, tune into KPRB every day at noon. Dr. Betty's the prescription your regular doctor forgot to give you.
Oh. Well, okay then. Well, are they fans of Dr. Betty? Are there any other radio stations that I can click on? Guess not. Can I do this?
When you've concluded this test, you will return to the story. Do you wish to proceed?
Exploration for this episode will end when you take the test. No. Because I want to explore more. How do I get out of this room? Oh, I click on the map, right? Yeah.
The first TAT will be given in the upstairs hall. Look for the Edward Hopper painting, Nighthawks.
Didn't we, Alright, whatever. Let's go to the bathroom. I guess that's not a closet, huh? Okay, that's a nice bathroom. Let's look at the faucet. Ooh, some prescriptions. Let's read what they say. They're for Allison. Oh, Valium. Okay, the one on the right is Valium. I can't really make out what the one in the middle says. Percus? I can't really read that, but yeah, she's on Valium, so she's having a lot of anxiety, maybe some PTSD, who knows. God, that's a creepy painting. Like, I would not want that little girl to watch me when I poop. Ooh, what's this? Okay, some reading. Why would you keep an erotic art book by the toilet? I mean, why not? But like, okay, introduction. That's a cool illustration, like, whatever. It is not sex. Despite what your eyes think they see, this book is not about sex, or sexuality, sex organs, or the sexual act itself. Despite what the images may stir somewhere deep within you, despite whatever images may come to your mind as you flip through these pages, that's not what this book is about. It goes much deeper. It explores a place within us all where sensual impulses simmer unseen, a space within our hearts and minds where we collect visions and sounds and textures and threads and weave them together to create something beautiful, or monstrous, or wondrous and horrifying. It is a place before and beyond sex that we visit often but seldom see. It has been said that all art is erotic, that every sketch, every painting, every poem flows from these sensual impulses. True art takes us to the private places within ourselves and stimulates us in ways we may not understand. It is as if we recognize a rhythm from our dreams or our nightmares and choose to either close our eyes or stand unblinking in awe. Let us turn the page if you choose and listen carefully. Well, I wanted to turn the page. Well, someone is doing a bit of light reading. I wonder whose book that is. Yeah, that's pretty weird. I think the child's room is Jodie's room, but we can't go in there yet. What about Catherine's room? Ooh, baby. Ah!
After a brief informal meeting, Michael appears as described. A more current, thorough description of Michael is forthcoming. Scheduled interview with Allison will take place next. Who are you?
I'm Rachel.
And what are you doing in my room? Oh. Oh, wait a minute, I see. You're the, viewer, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could just sneak up on me like that.
Oh, you didn't, did
I'll
you?
have to be more careful. Never know what I might be doing. Well, I have to meet my patient now. You're probably going to snoop around my room, aren't you?
Yeah.
Guess there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh, you're right, Allison.
Oh, well.
Wait, no,
You
Catherine.
probably won't find anything too incriminating. I hope.
You hope. Okay, well, Catherine, you saucy minx. Anyway, I really like this room. This room looks like this is like some straight up CGI from oh man, this is like Barbie Horse Adventures level of software graphics. Alright, let's look at her computer. Ooh, okay. Should we look at this voice recorder or the laptop first? Look at that laptop. Holy shit. Oh! Oh! I'm in. Hacked. Okay, let's open this. The Rogue River Valley is truly beautiful. Let's see. I was really enjoying the ride in from the airport, relaxing in the back of a yellow cab, looking out at the forest-covered mountains surrounding the farmlands and orchids, when this jerk of a cab driver started coming on to me. He waited until we were on an isolated country road, and out of nowhere he said that he noticed I wasn't wearing a bra and was wondering if I had any panties on under that short little skirt. Charming. Okay, yeah, that's really creepy and uncalled for. That's sexual harassment, and I totally understand why she did not want to pay him when she got out of the taxi. Charming. I ignored him and he got angry, and then he tried to overcharge me, which made me angry, and I arrived at the Overtons fuming. Michael Overton was stationed outside to greet me when the cab pulled into the drive. I was so angry with the driver I could hardly see. As the cab pulled away, I calmed down and was finally able to focus on Michael. He's not what I expected. I should have anticipated this. I knew that Ellison was married, but Michael's been forced into the role of caretaker for a woman who's become less a wife than another child. Ooh. But I was caught off guard. The way he looked at me, watching his eyes wander over my breasts and hips, filled me with an unexpected rush of excitement. Part of me wanted to encourage those eyes, but the better part had sense to shut the door. I have to watch myself. This case is so important, too rich an opportunity to risk losing it over an attraction for my patient's husband. I don't know, Catherine. Michael's not that much to look at. He's kind of... I don't know, you could do a lot better. One of the benefits of becoming a therapist is not having to wear those damned uniforms anymore. But here I go, off to meet Ellison in my Florence Nightingale disguise. Okay, so she kind of likes Michael, but I think she could do better. Alright, to Amanda Maynard, Black House Publishing. Who's Amanda? I was great talking to you the other day. Quite enthused about starting on the book, especially after meeting you. Working at the Schneider Clinic, one of the most respected centers in the country for the treatment of sexual disorders, was a remarkable experience. I was intimately involved in the cases of dozens of fascinating patients. As you will see, however, sometimes the staff were just as interesting as the patients they were assigned to heal. The following is a brief outline of each chapter. Talk to you soon, Kate Randolph. Oh, Catherine Randolph. Okay. Oh, so her... Okay. So she is going to write a book about the patients she was working with at this sexual disorder clinic. And her nickname is Kate. Alright, let's listen to this.
Hi. I miss you. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get in touch. You wanted me to tell you what I'm doing with my life, but you know what a crummy letter writer I am, so I came up with the perfect solution. I'll just talk to you as if you were here and send you these tapes. So I'm on my way to Southern Oregon. I'll be working on that case I was telling you about, the Overtons. Remember? Oh, it's okay, Tigger. Shh. Everything is okay.
Tigger!
Oh, I'm taking Tigger to the kennel. He's not a happy cat. I don't know how long I'm going to have to leave him. Maybe a month.
Tigger!
Remember when we came back from Hawaii? How pathetic and depressed he looked. And that was after only a week. Shh. Don't worry. There'll be lots of other kitties to play with. And I brought you your special food and mousy toy. I'm driving to the airport. I'm feeling kind of sad. I guess I'm experiencing postpartum depression. If I get this worked up over leaving my cat, I can't imagine what it'll be like when I have kids and have to send them off to summer camp. I've been thinking about that a lot recently. Having something happen to your child would be horrible. The most horrible thing in the world. I've arrived at the Overtons. It's on a farm in the middle of nowhere. And I just realized I forgot my organic shampoo.
Oh, organic shampoo?
The room is okay. Nice and light. The bed leaves something to be desired. It's as hard as a hospital mattress. Is this boring you? I'll bet you want to hear something more professional and nurse-like. I'll give it a try. Notes for Allison's official case study and medical documentation. After a brief informal meeting, Michael appears as described in diary. Scheduled interview with Allison will take place next.
So that was the recording she was doing right when we walked into her room. Okay, so I like Catherine, or Kate, a lot more when we first met her, and I feel kind of bad for judging her because I didn't like her for being so rude to that cabbie driver, but he was a creepy predator dude, and she had every right to be mad at him. And also, it was shitty of Michael to have, doubted her experience just because she is very pretty. And yeah, that painting on the left, that painting's in Animal Crossing, one of Crazy Rad's paintings. And also she loves cats, and so I automatically like her more. Can I click anything else? Her closet, maybe? I guess not. Alright, well, let's go see where else we can go. Let's try the study. Going downstairs. Ooh, that computer. I bet he can play solitaire on this thing. It's the night before Mrs. Randolph is to arrive. This evening at dusk the trees stood so still. To the right, across the field, I saw the dark mountains against the purple night sky. I heard a crow in the woods. It's so lonely out here. Ugh. We haven't made love since the accident. We used to have such a great sex life, totally in tune with each other's needs and desires, gentle and loving with each other. Now, Allison is untouchable, like a dream. She has returned to some previous state of innocence, I swear. I swear, if a rapist walked into the house, Allison would offer him milk and cookies. That's a really weird sentence. I knew that I couldn't handle the situation with Jody on my own, and finally, I convinced Allison to let somebody come and help us. Dr. Turner found a specialist named Mrs. Randolph. I hope she knows what she's doing. I hope that she can help. A family was killed in a car accident yesterday, a whole family. Mom, Dad, 2 kids. I was worried that Allison might find the article. She never reads the paper, though. She doesn't listen to the radio either. Christ! She doesn't even watch TV! Dr. Turner told me I should keep a journal. He said that I have a lot of anger about the accident. Anger is just one of the emotions that I'm feeling. I could have given him a whole fucking list of feelings. Helplessness. There's a good one. And fear. I don't know. Maybe he's right. There are things that have happened to me that I've wanted to tell someone about. Things that I've kept secret for too long. Things I've never even told Allison. I closed those memories off. Shut the door on them. But I can hear them. It's like I'm living in an apartment with thin walls and my memories are noisy neighbors who just won't shut up. I forgot about one of the most important feelings I have. It's constant, like a toothache. The word deserves a whole line to itself. Desire. Or maybe it's just pure, seething lust. I sleep with my wife every night, but she's not really there. I see her, God, this is going on so long. I see her walking around this house, and it's like she's a ghost. I used to wonder what it would be like to go to prison. Now I know. I'm a prisoner here. Damn, this is so dramatic. Like, Michael needs to, like, start a blog or something. He is really giving it, like, this journal entry. 10 out of 10. I have a lot of time to myself. And I've been thinking about the past. Often, I find myself thinking about sex. Could anyone blame me? I'm not. One night in college, I had one of the most erotic experiences of my life. Some friends and I went to a bar. One of the girls brought her cousin who was visiting from another school. The cousin was this real knockout, drop-dead gorgeous, and she was very sexual. She was wearing this really flimsy skirt, and no bra. She told this amazing story about her trip to Europe that summer. She screwed this Italian guy on a train while the guy's girlfriend was asleep in the same compartment. What the fuck? That's so shitty. She said it was the most passionate, erotic adventure she'd ever had. Well, after a while, we were all pretty drunk. A lot more people showed up at our table, so the cousin playfully sat on my lap to make room for everyone. As she was sitting there, she started grinding her ass into my lap. It was so subtle, nobody could tell she was doing it, but it was driving me crazy. Then, she looked over her shoulder and gave me this incredibly lusty look. Slowly, she hiked her skirt up in the back, and I realized she wasn't wearing any underwear. I couldn't believe it. She eased down my zipper and slipped it in. All of a sudden, I was fucking this girl in front of everybody. Nobody had any idea what we were doing. The sex was unbelievable. It felt so dangerous and thrilling. We barely said 2 sentences to each other that entire night, and afterwards, I never saw her again. Okay, I kind of feel like I'm calling bullshit on Michael. I don't really think, okay, I don't know, like, maybe I've never been in a situation, like, I've been pretty drunk, but I'm pretty sure that if 2 people were fucking, like, right next to you, you would know. And, like, see, like, if she had to, like, she wasn't wearing underwear, but she had to, like, unzip his pants and then take out his dick out of his boxers or whatever, and, like, position, like, there's a lot of motions that would be going on, and I just kind of feel like this is more of a fantasy of Michael's. Like, those dudes on Tumblr who write, like, dumb erotic fantasies, and they attach it to, like, gifs of porn. This is, like, the 1998 version of that. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on you, Michael. Let's see what's in your file cabinet. Alright, this is Catherine's resume. Catherine L. Randolph. RN, MN, CS. I think RN stands for Registered Nurse. I don't know what the other ones stand for. She's from Portland, Oregon. Career objective. Seeks in-home placement as psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Academic and professional preparation. Alright, 1995. Massage Institute, alternative therapies for PTSD. Okay. Canadian Orthopsychiatric Foundation, certified in Canada and the United States. Psychopharmacology and mental health nursing certification. Licensed as an adult psychiatric outpatient rehabilitation specialist by the National Psychiatric Nursing Center in Washington, D.C. Got her MS in nursing, or Master of Nursing. Then in 1988, she got her BS in nursing at the University of Portland, Oregon. She's a part of the American Psychiatric Nurses Association. Let's see, she was in the National Nursing Honor Society. Yeah, this lady has a very solid resume. She has provided rehabilitative therapeutic strategies to patients with post-traumatic stress disorder. Sounds perfect for Allison. Sounds like Allison is suffering from PTSD from a car accident. Yeah, so let's see. Also, I feel like this is going to be very important to Mr. Michael over here. She also was working at the Schneider Clinic at the Treatment Center for Sex Therapy, providing assessment and treatment for patients with a variety of sexual problems, including lack of desire, lack of orgasm, erection problems, premature ejaculation, painful intercourse, conducted group therapy with adult women and survivors of sexual abuse. Let's see, responsible for clinical direction of 15-bed inpatient mental health unit, provided individual counseling services. Yeah, so really Michael had no business at all questioning her qualifications. She has a badass resume and CV. Prescriptive sex therapies for couples who lack sexual desire. Let's see. Borderline personality, self-mutilation, and early childhood trauma. Sounds familiar. Patient suicide and assault. Impact on... Alright. And massage, acupressure, and naturopathy. Adult depression, bereavement, and grief counseling. Surviving major catastrophes. So these are all workshops she's attended. Alright, Catherine has... She has... side view of the computer. No, it's the same thing. It's just from a different angle. That's weird. Oops.
When you...
Alright, that was weird, because you just... This is so weird. It's just the same computer from like 3 different angles, but when you click on it, each time it brings you to the same thing. That's kind of whatever. Alright, let's go into the kitchen. Ooh, got some background music, finally. The only thing you were hearing for a while was my voice, and I have a pretty annoying voice. Rogue Valley. Discover the beautiful Rogue Valley. Okay, so we're in Southern Oregon, like she said. Don't know what else to do with that information. Shrink in the clink. Cops claim doc used couch for more than counseling. Oh my gosh. A warning to the walking wounded. This doc wants to bandage your soul. Victims tell all. The cops. The couch. The betrayal. The violation. The heartache. Liar. Lock him up and throw away the key. Okay, I can't really make out the text that well. Seattle. Near-death experience with a weed whacker? I can't read this, but this is about Dr. Luther, so not Dr. Turner, so not our doctor. So, oh wait, no, here we go. We can read it now. Oh shit. I can't read all of this. My voice hurts a little bit. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Okay, so, I read really fast, so if I move too quickly, pause it, and I will read out loud various parts that I find amusing enough or that or warrant emphasis. So, let's just read this together. Yeah, a near-death experience with a weed whacker. Spent a week in the hospital and almost lost a vital appendage. She got PTSD. She was so depressed that she couldn't cook or clean or even do her makeup. I feel like... Okay, let's examine the things she couldn't do. Cook or clean or do her makeup. I feel like that's a strangely gendered statement right there. My poor husband didn't know what to do with me. He had almost given up hope. Oh, and she's a former beauty pageant runner-up and mother of 2. Like that, I feel, this is so weird. My poor husband didn't know what to do with me. Like, I don't know. That's when a friend recommended Dr. Roland Luther, a specialist in PTSD. He had a way about him, like he had special powers or something. We'd already gotten a couple of similar complaints. Zimmerman, an attractive I like how this, like, says that she's an attractive young detective. Damn, I'm going full feminist all over this. Oh. This was a really weird way of, like, doing this whole, like, because now we're reading the bottom half of the thing. He's a slender, bearded man with a sinister smile. Oh my god, rigorous hypnosis therapy. At first, she enjoyed being hypnotized. Oh my god. Then she came home from one of the treatments and realized that her underwear was on backwards. I'm always very careful about putting the tag on the inside and not the outside. That's weird. That's weird. So she reported her discovery to the local police. We thought this was kind of odd, so we decided to set up a sting operation with an undercover policewoman. He has a way about him that makes it impossible for any woman to resist, not even a trained police officer. First, he hypnotized Deborah, and then had her take off all her clothes. That's when we smashed in the door, hogtied Luther, and arrested him. Okay. After his arrest, over 100 of his former patients came forward and claimed that they had strange dreams and hazy memories that sounded just like what happened to Myrna. Let's see, they discovered the startling and horrifying truth. Almost every one of Dr. Luther's female patients had been fondled, molested, cuddled, or persuaded into actual intercourse. So, they were raped. Wow. Luther didn't discriminate between his patients. It didn't matter how old, how young, or how, well, homely his patients were. He did something filthy with almost all of them. A middle-aged housewife who asked not to be named said, "I don't know if I'll ever get over this. He took something away from me, my trust, my happiness, my innocence, everything. Now I'm going to sue his dirty ass for all he's worth." Good for you, middle-aged housewife who asked to remain nameless. He is awaiting his trial, and he declined to be interviewed for this article. Well, I hope that Dr. Luther gets the book thrown at him. Is that what they say? Oh, that's a really cool cow painting. Oh my god. Anything else I can click on? No.
The first TAT will be given in the upstairs hall.
Let's go to the living room. Alright. Nothing here. Ooh, what's over here? Modern psychology. Hey, it's Dr. Cecil Turner, Doctor of Psychiatry. That's the doctor. Cecil Turner is head of the Chrysalis Institute, a psychiatric treatment in Southern Oregon. Alright, let's read this interview. You've always been on the cutting edge of psychiatric treatment. One of the first medical doctors to seriously study Eastern mysticism and try to utilize meditation and holistic medicine in your therapy. Sounds like bullshit to me. As a child, I was always fascinated by mysticism. Hesse, sounds like some Orientalist bullshit to me. Your peers must have thought you were a little crazy. Let's just say they made a lot of curry jokes. And now you're into the internet. Yes, I've always been interested in computers. I can't do a British accent, so pretend I'm doing a British accent for Mr. Turner, okay? Always knew they would have I've always been interested in computers. Always knew they would have a huge impact in our world society. Oh my god, Dr. Turner, you have no idea. You've got a web page for your institute. Yes, tell us more about your web page. It's a fantastic forum, the web. A great way to get to share one's ideas. Wow, if only you knew. If only you knew. Do you have online patients? Not yet. Let's see. Synthetic psychiatrics. What? Tell me about this new project you're working on. The virtual TAT? Yes. The original TAT, or thematic apperception test, was invented in the mid-30s by Morgan and Murray. It was called a method for investigating fantasy. A method for eliciting story constructions from patients which are susceptible to interpretation by the psychiatrist. Whoa! Could I have the layman's version of that for our less informed readers? Terribly sorry. The patient is shown an image and asked to tell a story based on what he sees. How is it different from a Rorschach? Okay, so with a Rorschach, they're asked to describe what they see, but with the TAT, they are asked to tell a tale. It's much richer and much deeper, and their responses are much more intricate. I'm drawing a little boy with a violin. I see a little boy with a violin. That's it. There's nothing more. Okay. The boy is sad. He wishes he could play baseball with the other kids. Or the boy loves daydreaming about being a concert violinist. Or even the boy hates his mother for making him play the violin. Very telling, that response. Why is... Oops. Now we'll never know what he's trying to say about TAT and Eastern mysticism. Alright. Why is storytelling so important? We tell stories to ourselves every day. When we drift off into daydreams or fantasies, we are living out little plays in our minds, with ourselves as the protagonists or heroes. Simply put, the TAT is a brilliant way of finding out what people are thinking on an unconscious level. How they view the world, how they see themselves in the world. And that is how we gain insight in treating the many ills which plague our human mind. Alright, so Dr. Turner is into this TAT, and he's developing a CD-ROM so they can take the TAT test in their own homes. A subject is shown a series of images or objects. An image might be a well-known painting, for instance. You're familiar with Edward Hopper's splendidly moody painting, Nighthawks. The empty street, the lone man sitting in the counter, the young woman in the bright red dress, the man next to her with the rakish fedora. We instantly ask ourselves, who are these people? What are they doing here? Making up stories about the people in the paintings. Projecting one's own fantasy life onto those paintings. Okay, why is this man eating alone? Ooh. So, yeah. So, what he's saying is that the stories you give to the people in the painting are supposed to reflect your own mental state of mind. Alright, we're almost done. Alright. Psychiatrists have made the study of the mind boring, but it doesn't have to be that way. How about a video game where you get to act out your most secret fantasies? We're working on it. Wow. Meta. Okay. So,
When you've concluded this...
Yeah, we've looked at all the rooms, and so the only place we have to go now is the hallway, where we can take the TAT. Which is the same...
When you've concluded this test, you will return to the story. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes. This is the same painting he was just talking about in the article Nighthawks.
The mood of this painting is...
The mood of this painting... desolate, nostalgic, clean, friendly, or metropolitan. You know, this is such a famous painting. I don't know. I don't think desolate. I kind of want to say nostalgic. It's not friendly. I'm going to go with metropolitan.
If you were an animal living in the woods across the road, which of these creatures would you most like to be?
A deer.
Do you like to look in people's windows at night?
That depends.
Most people wish they'd never gotten married.
I don't have the statistics to back that up. I'm not qualified to answer this. Let's say no opinion.
This painting should be called...
Woody. I'm gonna call it Pinocchio's Dream.
I have tasted my own blood on purpose.
Yeah. You mean... Yeah.
The man is whispering...
You're beautiful. I want you. Give me a bite of the apple. Gee, your hair smells terrible. He is whispering, give me a bite of the apple.
The woman is thinking...
I am fetching. He looks handsome tonight. I forgot to wind the clock. I hope he doesn't get drunk tonight. I am fetching. I am so beautiful.
When I stare at clouds, I try to see...
Animal shapes. Ooh.
Allison. Allie, the nurse is here.
Did you say something, Michael?
I said the nurse is here.
Oh.
Oh,
She's very good.
is she?
She has excellent qualifications.
Jody's not gonna like her. She's gonna be afraid of her, and she's not gonna like her.
Oh my god.
Hello, Allison.
Allison, this is the nurse.
I'm Catherine. Hi. I'm here to help you. I know what you've been through.
Please, have a seat.
You have a beautiful house.
They do.
It's my family's farmhouse, but we don't do any farming anymore. So, have you spent much time in the country before?
No, not really.
Well, you're in for quite an experience. And at first you're gonna miss all the noise and the hubbub, but...
It's a lovely place, but I'm not here for a vacation, Mr. Overton.
Ooh.
I understand that.
This is the first time we've had a stranger come live with us.
I know exactly how you feel. When I was a little girl, we had to have a nurse live in our house to take care of my mother who'd suffered a stroke.
How horrible.
Yes, but out of bad things, good things can come. That's what made me decide to become a nurse. I saw the tremendous good you can do for other people if they'll let you.
We will. Won't we, Michael?
Well, yes. Yes, of course we will.
I'm glad to hear that. I'd like to talk to you about Jody and what happened. Perhaps you could excuse us for a few minutes, Mr. Overton?
You get the fuck out, Michael.
Sure, if that's okay with you, honey.
Of course. It's all right, Michael.
Hey, sexy nurse doesn't want to talk to me.
I'm going to bed now.
You and Catherine finish your talk?
She was tired. She had a long day.
And she was sexually harassed.
So where is she now?
I don't know. In a room, I suppose.
She didn't want to speak to me first?
No.
Fuck off, Michael.
So how was it?
How was what?
Your talk with Catherine.
Oh, very nice.
What the fuck?
Very nice. So does that mean that you're happy that she's here?
Of course I'm happy, Michael. Why wouldn't I be happy to have professional help for Jody?
It's not for Jody.
But I thought... I mean... It's very good, honey. It's the right attitude. You know, if this works out, I may be able to go back to work sooner than I thought.
That'd be fine.
I thought you had a problem with me leaving you.
Yeah.
I think it would be good for you to go back to work.
Alice.
Don't forget to say goodnight to Jody.
I won't.
Her opinion changed drastically from this morning. What happened to Jody? What's the deal with Jody? Oh! Michael. Oh, baby, take it off, Mike.
I didn't hear you say goodnight to Jody.
She
Oh!
was asleep. I didn't want to disturb her.
She's awake. I heard her right before you came in.
Okay, I'll be right back. Good night, Jody.
What?
Have good dreams.
Why doesn't he want to talk to Jody? Is Jody, like, horribly disfigured or, like... What a dick. Nope. Denied.
Good night, darling.
Good night, darling. Yeah. Desire. Needs a tall line in the journal entry.
That was impressive. The way Catherine immediately seemed to penetrate Alison's shell and make contact.
Penetrate.
I have to
Nice
admit
word choice.
that she gained more of Alison's confidence in a few minutes than I did in 6 months.
Huh? Well, you're not
I
a
know what I was
sexy
doing
nurse.
wrong. Maybe it's because she's a woman. Though I prefer not to think in those terms.
Oh,
But
okay.
God, she did look like an angel of mercy when she appeared in that white uniform, didn't she?
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth.
What
Doc.
about that performance at the window? It almost seemed as if she knew that Michael was out there.
You think so?
What do you think?
Which of the following terms best describes the way Catherine appeared in her uniform?
Angelic, seductive, powerful, sinister, or professional? I would not say angelic. Maybe seductive. I don't really... Well, not sinister. Maybe powerful. Powerful, I guess. Yeah, let's go
Allison
with
is
that.
a bad person because she is frigid.
No, what the fuck? She can't help that.
Which of the
She has
following
PTSD.
terms best describes Michael?
Corny, caring, juvenile, hostile, and sad! I'm going with juvenile.
Is masturbation better than sex with another person?
It depends on what kind of relationship one has with one's hand. No, it's not, but like, you could also have really... It depends what kind of sex you're having, but for the most part, no, it's not.
Did Catherine know Michael was watching when she appeared undressed in front of her window?
I don't think so. I don't know where he got this idea about a performance. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no opinion.
My drives might be put in the following order. Strongest first.
Let's see. Sleeping, sex, feeding, and self-preservation. Alright, let's see. Feeding. Okay, it depends on which part of my life you're in. Let's see, see, I would do... This is really hard for me, because I really like sleeping, I really like feeding, and I really do like sex, and I think that self-preservation is important. But this one, see, I kind of want to choose the one that says self-preservation first, but then it puts food before, it puts food last, and that's not right, that's not right. And then this one has food first, but sex last. And this one has sleeping first, and then sex, and then food, but with self-preservation last. And this one has sex, self-preservation as the first two, with sleeping as the last, so... At this point, at this juncture in my life, I'm going to go with this one, just because that's kind of where I am right now, and my goals, I guess. Which is sad. It's okay. I'll meet a sexy nurse.
God has an influence on my life.
Nah. Oh, hold on a second. What's this profile? Ooh, these are his notes on me. Appears to have an attraction for women authority figures. Is probably drawn to... Okay, the woman authority figures, that's true. Is probably drawn to science and logic. Sort of. Shows feeding as the strongest drive. Interesting. Hey, a girl's hungry. Observation. Patient understands that during times of difficulty, it is only a matter of time until things get better. I'd like to say that's what I think. Suggests that patient drink a mixture of ginseng and ginger tea for increased energy. Alright, I'll try and do that, Dr. Turner. Alright, this has been a fucking weird experience so far, and thank you for joining me in this extremely wonderful first installment of Tender Loving Care. I will see you next time in my next video, and until then, be good, and give Naughty Nelly a call on the phone sex hotline. Bye bye!